Does it seem like a fight that can't be won? Just trying to calm the parents down and allow yourself to be able to coach. Is it a fight that we can win? I'm not sure. It's just when you deal with angry people that feel like they have to vocalize their thoughts and scream at the refs and go nuts on the sideline, scream at their child and be abusive. I mean, is that a fight that can be won? You know, it's kind of like politics. When you hear all the crazy screaming and yelling, you don't want to engage in that. You want to stay away from it because it only brings horror and destruction to this world and your life, and you want to stay away from it. I avoid youth soccer like death. I don't want it. I don't want to be near it. I want to stay away. You know, it's nuts. So I don't know if it's been different over time or everyone excused that kind of behavior because it's like, oh, they just don't understand the game or whatever. And you know, we are now in the next generation of parents that have actually played the game and now they're putting their kids into it, and we're kind of getting that same thing for the most part. But if you are that parent, now listen to me, if you are that parent that feels like they have to scream and yell and go nuts and have those moments of anger all the time when soccer matches are happening, and you feel like you have to vocalize in front of hundreds of people to scream obscenities and all these different things, there's something wrong with you. Even if you can socialize in a different setting, normal, but when you get into, you know, a game environment and you have to behave in such a way that it not only embarrasses who you are, your family and others and stuff. I mean, if you feel like you have to interject so loudly to scream at the referee or parents on the other side, if you find yourself in that place, you need to be committed and you need help. It's not normal behavior. It's not acceptable. It shouldn't be acceptable. You're wrong. Look in the mirror. You are wrong. You ruin a lot of other people's evenings or days or whatever they may be, depending on when you're playing. But you ruin life. Do you not understand that? You bring so much vile and disgust to this world that you serve no purpose at that moment. It's not okay to get emotional like that. That is not appropriate ever. You need to shut your mouth and allow things to happen. Here's I get referees make bad calls, but when are you going to allow your kids to be able to deal with that? You have to allow things to be dealt with. It's okay for a player to get, you know, kicked from behind and all that. You have to go through those experiences and be able to learn from them, overcome them, deal with it, control your emotions. I mean, to be a top human being or a top player, you have to be able to control your emotions. Now, I get that's the pot calling the kettle black because I was a player that was very emotional, and I played Division I soccer, professional soccer, but my demise of when I played Division I or professional was I lost my cool. Regardless if I was wrong, right, or indifferent, it doesn't matter. When I lost my cool, I played worse. I got ejected. I mean, I didn't serve a purpose for my team or myself. Those things are just dangerous. You have to be able to control yourself at all times and be able to take in whatever is dealt to you so you can overcome the situation. If you can't keep things under control, you're going to have a very difficult time. So if you're mom or dad or coach and you can't control your anger and you're always in that situations of, you know, being angry or too much emotion drawn into yourself, and you have to feel like you have to scream it out and let it be known you're angry. You are setting a horrible example, and you're not preparing anything. You shouldn't be coaching. You should be a parent. The kids should be taken away from you because you don't serve a purpose. Doesn't matter how loving or protective you think you are. You got to control your emotions, or I agree with DPS, come and take your kids away. Seriously, you need to stop. So again, another negative podcast. Is it that bad out there? Yes, it is. And I don't know of a safe place for the kids to play soccer. It's sad. But hopefully I can figure it out. I want a safe place for my son, Jet, to play. Jack's in the midst of it. At least a lot of it's in Spanish, and you don't understand what the heck the parents are saying. So, yeah, that's my podcast today. And again, I apologize for another negative podcast. I want to have a positive tomorrow. Maybe I'll have a positive one tomorrow. We'll see. I don't know. All right, have a great day, everybody. Bye.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.